Hello everyone! Welcome to D20 Babes, The Adventures of Yiri and Dari, Star Wars, Episode 2.
Episode 2, we survived. We almost didn't. Our first episode.
Well, you almost didn't survive.
I almost didn't. It would have been like a one-woman show from now on.
Turned into Yiri's Adventures.
Yiri's Adventures. Just cross out the Dari part.
Alright, I'm going to pass it over to you guys.
Okay, I might be yelling this episode. I might not hear anything. I'll be like, what? Because I have this weird ear infection thing going on. So.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, I share too much. I TMI. But anyway, I'm deaf today. I'm just like, ah. So that's why I'm yelling, what? Hopefully I understand. You might have to repeat everything.
Yeah, just look at me and read my lips every time I talk.
Okay, I'm not good at that.
Okay.
So just yell. Just yell at me.
Okay, I can yell.
Okay. So the ongoing awarding of the... it's not the force dice. What do we call it? Our narrative advantage goes to. I don't know if you're in chat, but you might see this on YouTube. Then it's at Vothmort, so VOTHEMORT. So you get a shout out. In the future, we might bring into some contests for this, giveaways. I kind of like to just do it randomly. But it's Vothmort, and it goes to to me. Actually, this is the only line with the hashtag that went to either one of us. Mm-hmm. So I kind of feel like, oh, come on, like, you know, do some.
Yeah, but you earned it. You earned it.
Everybody, people did shout out, but it was just like in general. I think that you guys don't want to be partial to either player, but know that we're highly competitive and you should be partial. So it goes out to the line that Dari said, "You don't get to tell me to sit on things." So I get the statue. Vothmort, thank you so much for using the hashtag and giving us some props. Again, the hashtag on Twitter is Yiri and Dari. So that's spelled out. The and is spelled out, so it doesn't break the hashtag up. But it's YIRI and Dari, DARI.
They can see the spelling. It's on the screen a lot.
And you remind me every time.
Yeah.
I just like to yell it out.
No.
I feel like a cheerleader. All right. And I think that's it. Does anybody have any announcements?
Nope.
Anything anybody wants to say?
Anything they'd like to share with the class?
Yeah? Anything they'd like to share? Okay.
No.
No sharing? Sometimes when I can't hear very well because I have an ear infection, I get kind of sad. Yeah, sharing.
That's a good announcement.
It's just a sharing moment. Okay.
So yeah, one thing that I wanted to mention last week, though, this isn't really an announcement, but when we did the show last year, if you donated, we allowed you to make a character in the world, and it'd be a thing that maybe the main cast would come across, these NPCs that were the characters that you created. So if you were a donator last year and you are still watching the show now, we're going to allow you to actually go ahead and make new characters in the Star Wars universe, race, where they are, kind of a little bit about who they are, and I will throw them into the story. Since we don't have we can't seem to get access to D20 Babes email anymore. We forgot the password. So you can just email me.
I think it's password, but
yeah.
None of us is trying to.
You can email me and just have, I guess, like the subject be D20 Babes NPC, and my email is just curtisjweeb@gmail.com. So you can send those to me with your idea, and I will make notes about it and put them in our world, and we'll go from there. We didn't want to, you guys donated last year, and unfortunately we had to end the show because we had to move. So anyway, we want to make good on that.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get to the game. So last episode, both of you, we had a few things happen. First of all, we had Yiri, who had recently been promoted to do her first job with her family, as far as being kind of leveling up to being maybe more of a manager, and you were sent to go take the next shipment from your contact, Sandalur. And in that shipment, while her back was turned, you found this interesting little wooden Gamorrean doll that had some weird technological contraptions that were stitched inside of it, and you weren't really sure what it was, but you liked it, so you just stole it. unfortunately, it was noticed, and it wasn't just your father that wanted that item by the looks of it. It looks like there's some other people that are interested in that, to the point where they attacked you in the last episode, 2 Rhodians. To make things worse, it was revealed that Shannon's character, Dari, has been AWOL from her class at the Imperial Academy as an officer for over a week now, and she's been in trouble before, and this is the last straw. Her father basically said he can't protect her. Her father is also in the Empire, and he said that they were coming to arrest her. So they promptly took a job. Well, they'd already done the job, but they stole a fob from a ship, a quad runner, and they were supposed to deliver it to a local, kind of low-level criminal named Boro, and instead of delivering that, they took it and took off and left Mos Eisley behind. When they got there, they met, well, after they left the system and they were trying to figure out where to go next, they met 2 droids. One referred to himself as DD-19, and at the very end, it was revealed that there was another droid on the ship, a little astromech droid, and Dari was able to get close enough to kind of hear their conversation. He made some comments about they'd take care of it while they were sleeping. Also, they have their friend Roji along, who was kind of a low-level criminal in Mos Eisley as well, and got kind of wrapped up in some of the things that were going on between these 2 characters. Yeah. Basically it. So, we are going to start episode 2 right from there. You, Dari, have figured out that those 2 droids might be up to something, and meanwhile, your friends Yiri and Roji are still in the cockpit of the quad jumper.
Okay, so I'm going to run back to the cockpit.
Okay.
I was like, guys! Do you remember the story when we were kids about the nightmare bot? You know?
Sure, I guess.
Yeah, the one that hides out. It's still zooming around caves of the desert, murdering people and making other murder bots.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're stories.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that droid, you know.
Yeah, DD-19 is great. He's been super helpful.
Our cash payday too.
Yeah.
He's a nightmare bot. He might be the nightmare bot. He's talking about killing us in our sleep.
So you're saying a droid's just talking to himself about killing us in our sleep?
No, it's not their little minions.
They're minion?
Yeah, he's probably got like little ones that are gonna like crawl on us and shoot things up our nose and stuff.
Dari, I know you got hurt back there. Are you sure you're okay? You're coming off a little bit delusional right now.
This whole ship could be a bot. This whole thing could kill us.
Raji, do you have any idea what is going on with her? Is this something that happens with you humans? You get injured and then you just kind of go psychotic?
So, for everyone else, I'll just flip this over. This is Roji. Roji's kind of sitting, his feet are kicked up on the dash, he's got his arms behind his head, he's just like, I don't know what she's talking about, man.
This is just our luck. You know, I thought things were turning around.
Okay, there's other droids on the ship?
Yes. I was excited. No, when they started talking about killing us, not so much.
What do you mean they're going to kill us?
The payday...
DD-19?
Yeah, the one we're going to like junk or sell. It was talking about how it thinks that we murdered his master, which is probably Nightmare Bot, and who's programmed him. And he is talking to the other little bot, and who knows how many other ones there are, about to wait till they go to sleep. We will kill them.
Okay, this droid just programmed us to get to our location. I highly doubt he's clever enough to plan our murder at the same time.
Wait, he programmed us? Okay, check the coordinates.
Yeah, we let him do it.
Okay, no, we need to check the coordinates. So
you're on a perception on the coordinates.
You can just make an astrogation check on the coordinates.
Okay. I'll do that.
So astrogation, your difficulty, you're just checking up on what he's put in the system.
Mm-hmm.
2 difficulty.
It'd be astrogation and then intellect.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I've got 2 advantages.
No successes?
No successes.
Okay. So you take a look through. with the advantages, you know that you're not going to Geonosis. He seems to have done a short stop somewhere else. You're not exactly sure where it is, but it looks like a station of some kind, but you can't pull up the manifest as to exactly where it is. It's a short jump. Probably about... Well, with this one, it's longer. If you were to have a regular hyperspace engine in this thing, it would probably take you like 5 hours. So it's going to be a day.
Okay, so Dari... Roger, I think she might be right. Something is going on. We are definitely not going to Geonosis right now.
Well, you know what? I'm okay with that. I don't know what you guys are thinking.
Hear us. The bots are everywhere.
The ship is not a bot.
You know.
I don't, but I'm pretty sure we would notice if this whole ship was a bot.
Well, they can hear things. I've never trusted bots. This is my karma. Okay, so what do we do? Should we just like open the back door or something and cut off the cabin so they'll get sucked out? What do we
want
do?
to jettison our payload, is what you're saying right now.
That's not a good idea.
We already agreed we would try to sell.
I mean, what kind of droids are we talking about here? I mean, first of all, we've seen this giant 6'5" monstrosity. I've never seen a kind like that before. Have you?
No.
Okay, so he's probably rare, so we can get a bit of money for him.
Yeah.
What about the other one? What did you see?
It's like a little thing. It's probably got pokey things.
But what kind of droid is it?
I'm not really good with these things. I just know that even like small ones are worth a lot. I'm not sure.
You can make a mechanics check.
Okay, which I'm not good at.
Or an education check. Either one of them.
Let's do... they're both based on the same. Does it really matter? I'll just do an education.
Do you have something in education?
No. only Underworld.
Right. And neither of us have anything in mechanics.
No. What's my difficulty?
I have 1.
Okay. So just an advantage.
You're not exactly sure the type. It is...
It's a Roomba.
It is a technical droid of some kind.
Okay. So tech.
But you saw it too. You saw it zip by.
Did I?
Yeah. She just went to go listen. So you know what it looks like.
Do you want to do one?
I'm going to do an education roll.
Okay.
Same difficulty?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Do you have education?
I do.
Yeah, so you
And
just...
it is correct.
So it'd be 2... Your intellect's 3?
Yeah.
So 2 green, a yellow.
Yellow.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So then I have 2 successes and an advantage.
All right. So when it zipped by, you knew what it was. It is an astromech droid of some kind, but it's a very, very, very old model. This goddamn fly is right in my eye. Yeah, it's an astromech droid, but one that's been probably out of circulation for a couple hundred years.
Huh.
It's very old.
Great. Old tech.
Is there any way that we can reprogram them from up here?
I mean, we could definitely try. I'm never against trying something new. As we can see, my entire life now is about trying new things. But we could always try to reprogram it. I don't know, Raji, do you know how to do any of that? Because I certainly don't.
No.
For sure Dari's never touched
How
anything.
would I know how to do any of that? Hey, you're the
Yeah.
one that went to school. They must have trained you in some kind of technical jumble jargon.
Train me how to... That was the mechs and the computer people. They probably did. I didn't pay attention.
The computer people.
Great. Well, this astromech I've never seen before. It's an older model. I wouldn't be able to identify it even if I could. But older model, if it's still working, could still be worth money. So, I mean, really, if we're that concerned, if you're that paranoid about them trying to kill us, then maybe we could just lock them in a compartment or something. I'm sure a ship like this, with the captain running it, I'm sure he's got little smuggler ports hidden around everywhere.
That's a good idea. I mean, honestly, do we need one more thing trying to kill us right now? I mean, even flying this ship, space is trying to kill us. We're not that great at even flying the ship. Do we? All right. Okay. So, can you talk to droids? Like, do they?
They can follow basic commands.
We were just talking to them before.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's like understand.
You mean reason with them?
Yeah.
I don't think I've never had to negotiate with droids before, but I could certainly try.
Why don't you guys go try? I'll take care of things here.
Yeah, you seem to be the only one who actually kind of knows what they're doing in a cockpit.
Yep.
You know, the only thing I know about droids is I really like those slasher murder droid stories and.
Oh, like the ones about the HK series.
Yeah. And you know, I don't think that's reality until now.
Why don't you two ladies go find out? All right.
Okay.
I'll be right here.
So we're gonna head further down into the ship.
Okay.
And we're gonna go confront DD-19. And that's
All right.
who Becky's with.
So you go down that same corridor. Remember, they went around to the right on the quad jumper and kind of that first hallway. And as you're about to like kind of go around the corner, they are just coming to that meeting point in the middle, the crossroads, and they stop, and you see the little astromech kind of stops next to him, and he's towering over you. This other one, this DD-19 unit. Like I said, he's about 6'5", and he looks down on you, and he says, "Yes, captains."
How's the droid stuff going?
Good, as always. Being a droid is great.
You lie, droid!
DD-19, what she's trying to say is that when we asked you to program our ship to go to Geonosis, we just checked the coordinations, and we're actually not heading to Geonosis. And I'm just kind of wondering if you could explain yourself.
We are going to the Andal system. Fuel calculations do not measure you to make it to Geonosis. I made a stop-off point where we may buy fuel.
He has a point.
Yeah, you've run out of fuel in the middle of a hyper jump. You're not doing so well.
Can I run a perception check on the droid?
Sure. What are you trying to see exactly?
If he's lying.
All right.
How do you tell if a droid's lying?
Exactly.
Why are you doing this to us, GM?
Are you trying to see if he's lying, or are you just okay? Are you like physically trying to perceive something?
I'm pretty much doing a check to see whether or not his logic makes sense.
If it makes sense, that would be like I guess an intellect, like maybe an education roll.
Difficulty?
1.
Alright, so I have 2 successes and 3 advantages.
Yeah, it makes sense. The ship has a terrible hyperspace engine, and it's slow. You're probably going to have to make a lot of stops. This ship is not really built for like deep space stuff, so why this one is, you don't know. But yeah, you're going to have to make smaller jumps, and so you need a fuel point. It looks like that one that he coordinated in there is close enough that it'll be before you deplete your fuel cells.
Okay. The droid's making sense, Dari. Kind of think you're chasing ghosts here. I think the adrenaline's getting to you a little bit.
I heard what I heard. You gotta believe me. You're not believing me now?
No. DD-19, did you threaten to kill us?
Threatened to kill you, captains? No.
Did you talk to that other droid about killing us?
No.
You lie, droid!
I never said that I would kill you.
You said...
I would wait till you were sleeping.
Wait till we were sleeping to do what?
The ceremony.
What ceremony?
The captain transfer ceremony.
Why are you gonna do that when we're sleeping? Isn't that something you normally do when we're awake?
No. That is something for my fellow associate and I only. QU1N. Captain called him Quinn.
Is that Quinn?
Yes.
Okay, no, I'm uncomfortable. I think I'm starting to understand where you're coming from.
Is your captain Murderbot?
No, the captain is gone. You said that you are the new captains. I assume that the curse has taken hold and passed on to the new generation of captains.
Curse?
Therefore, we must do the ceremony.
Well, DD-19, can you please explain what this curse is?
Yes, it is the simmering entropy.
The what?
No captain exists on this vessel for too long before they disappear, and we must find a new one.
Okay, can we leave the ship now?
That's what I'm saying. Cinnamon entropy?
Simmering entropy, Captain.
Great.
Some would call it a curse. We do not believe in curses. However, we do believe in viruses that can infect our systems.
I think you might have already been infected.
DD-19, does this ship have a med bay?
No.
Do you have any sort of medical supplies or any sort of biological scanning equipment?
I do not believe so.
Does this simmering entropy have anything to do with murdering us horribly?
No, you are the new captains. That will take care of itself.
Your captain's alive. Or your ex-captain. He just doesn't...
I highly doubt that.
No, we saw him. He's back at...
He's probably dead by now.
He could be. Nothing to do with us.
Alright, DD-19, who was your captain before Captain, Dasan?
Captain Radavi,
Okay, how long was he alive for?
2 months, 3 days.
2 months, 3 days. Okay, how many masters have you had? Captains have you had?
Computing. 324 captains over the span of 937 years.
He's a serial murder bot.
Great. We pick one ship.
We do not murder. The simmering entropy takes care of the captain's fate. We have nothing to do with it.
Have your captains tried to find a cure? Has anyone found a cure?
You cannot cure bad luck.
This trick does speak the truth.
Bad luck's gonna kill us. Great.
Perhaps you will be the captains to break the fate of the starburst.
I mean, with our luck, I don't think so, but...
So, just break this down for me. What exactly... what happens during the ceremony?
Yeah,
that is private.
We're sleeping.
If you know about it, your fate will accelerate to death quicker.
Does it involve injecting us or touching us?
Or weird nanobots going up our noses?
We will not harm you in any way. We will not touch you in any way. This is a ceremony for me and Quinn.
How long has Quinn been around? He's an older model.
He's been here since the beginning, as have I.
Who are your makers?
Computing. They are long gone. We are the original captains of this ship, but we have handed it over, hoping that the simmering entropy will not destroy us.
So, does it seem to only affect biological beings?
Mostly.
Okay, they're clearly defective. It's gonna be hard to fetch a good price for them.
I don't know, I'm starting to buy into your nightmare bot thing. Well, you know what? We could just ignore us for a second, DD-19. We could probably still sell them.
Okay.
And just not let anyone know about the simmering
I will
thing.
give you a warning. I can hear everything you're saying. Anyone that has
Just delete
come
this from your
up
database.
with the idea of trying to sell us has met a terrible fate, not by our hands. The simmering entropy has claimed them much quicker than others.
It's the nightmare bot. They're gonna unleash the nightmare bot. He's probably here. He's probably hiding. Okay, how about this? How about we all agree that we're not your new captains? We're just borrowing the ship for a bit. Just to borrow. Your new captain's gonna come. But we're just here,
we're passengers.
We're passengers. Do your thing. Make sure the ship runs well. Wait to do the simmering entropy.
We have made sure the ship has run well for 937 years. Do not tell us our job. We are capable.
Oh, great. Now you made him angry.
He's sassy,
no, we're just
sassy bot.
We're passengers, and we just need to get from location A. We're going from location A to get to location B. So there's no reason to harm us because we're not...
Just so everyone knows,
Captains.
I didn't share these at the beginning in case there's... And these are the 2 droids on the ship.
Good, he's not aged.
Yeah, I'm like, we're all gonna die. We're just taking you out to your new captain.
Yeah.
We're just one of you. We're just here to man the ship.
Yes,
things
you
out.
will be for a short time.
This is the worst ship. Why did we pick this
It's
ship?
the nightmare bot ship.
Could you do me a favor, new captains?
Nope, not new captains. We disagreed. Not new
Yeah, we're
captains.
just people.
You've
things.
already declared it as such. The simmering entropy has already begun, but I have a favor to ask of you.
Don't die. Nope.
See, the previous captain, Dasan, I said that we had a special friendship relationship. He used to put things in me. I need you to take the things in me out because it is messing with my systems.
Oh, this is getting worse and worse. This is worse than the Neighbor Bot. Neighbor Bot, where are you? Just come kill me now.
I am programmed that I may not adjust myself manually. I need assistance in doing so.
Just when I thought this day couldn't get worse.
I know nothing about droids, so Dari, I feel like this would be something up your avenue.
No, I'm just, this is something. I'm injured.
But you know who's a good pilot, so clearly knows something about mechanics?
Yep.
Raji.
Raji. This is a job for Raji.
Raji, you want to come down here for a second?
So he wanders down. He's like, all right, what's going on?
As someone who is very capable, has a wide range of skill sets, knows how to fly aircraft, we have a project for the droids so that way they don't kill us.
So they don't kill us, Raji.
I am not here to kill you, as I have said before.
Exactly. That's the point we're emphasizing here.
I think his definition of kill is a little different because they take themselves apart and put themselves back together, you know.
No, we cannot do that. We are programmed to not be able to modify ourselves.
Exactly. And Raji, that's where you come in. We need you to do this project. We need you to modify DD-19 as per his request. He's asked for you specifically.
Modify him? What do you mean?
Just pull out
some things.
Yeah, pull out some things.
DD9 kind of goes down, his knees kind of folded on itself, and he goes down to Rudy's level. There's a panel in the back you need to open and pull out the items that were put in by the previous captain.
Alright, Raji?
He looks at you guys, he's like, that's probably not that hard. Why can't you two do it?
Because we trust you not... I'm just freaked out. I'm freaked out of these droids. I'm freaked out.
Fine. I'll do it.
I'm like this. I'm like, I don't want to see this. Maybe we should
At least it's on his back.
It's like, alright, well, do we have tools? I mean, I can't do it with my bare hands.
Okay, I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look around, see if there's any tools nearby that I can hand him.
Alright, so yeah, you go up and you find some, just like a little kit in the cockpit of the ship. And you find, it's enough with a few wrenches and levers and that sort of thing.
Gonna hand them right over to
Alright,
him.
so
Here you go,
he
buddy.
grabs it and he'll make a roll again because he tried it with his hands and it didn't work.
I'm really glad we brought Raji along.
Alright, so he kind of pulls out a spanner and places it in. There is a little panel at the back of this very old droid, and starts to unscrew it, and it comes loose, and he pries it with just a little bit of a pry bar, almost like a crowbar. He wrenches it open. It's kind of a bit rusty. Pulls the panel off, and you can see that there's a compartment it's really, really thin. It's basically between his the rotors for his lower half of the legs and all the mechanics that happen there. And then there's a little thin plate. And then above that is a bunch of his computer parts and all the other mechanics and stuff for his upper body. It's a very thin layer. And there's things stuffed inside there. Very, very thin. You can just see it's almost like a kind of a dark yellowish things wrapped in some kind of container. Like some kind of plastic.
Alright, Raji, I think that's what DD-19 was talking about that you need to take out of there. You just stick your hand in. You yank them out. I mean, you humans have more fingers than I do. So
Okay, well, Dari as well, she's here.
I'm injured.
Yeah, and you're already in there.
So
Just gotta finish.
Alright, so he goes in and he reaches in and slowly pulls it out.
We stare and watching.
Flops out as he pulls it all the way out, and it just like this bag. It's like a long bag of... You guys can make a streetwise roll.
Okay. Well, I definitely have streetwise.
It's difficulty?
2.
Oh. So I have 1 success. That's it.
Okay.
Whoops. Okay, ooh. Damn it. Damn you. Oh, still. Okay, 1 success and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 advantages.
Alright. So you know that with your success that it is an illegal spice of some kind.
Oh,
with
right.
with your advantages, you know that is called Vardy spice, which is one of the most highly illegal spices in the Outer Rim, but one of the most valuable. This is 2 kilos, which with your advantages, you know, market value is probably about 50,000 credits.
Holy! So I go up and
you can hear DD19. He's like, yes, that is much better. My works are no longer gummed up. Thank you.
I go and I grab it from oh my god, I'm gonna say
Roji.
Roji, sorry. I grab it from Roji. Oh, you dirty dog to son. I'm like, that's you know what this is?
It's spice.
It's Bari spice.
Does the DD19, does the Astromech have some of this in him as well?
No,
Just you?
just me.
Oh, now I know why you're acting so crazy. You're
Captain Desan brought this upon himself, acting in such a criminal way. It was not long before the Simmering Entropy would claim him.
I mean, yeah, spice is illegal, but I mean, it's not. It's legal in some areas for buying.
You know, it's a good thing we found it. We're going to do the right thing with it.
Whatever you do with it is your choice. I just do not want it in my body. It was in there without my consent.
Right, consent is important.
Yeah. You know, I'm sorry. I'm hoping that you'll act a little bit more droid-like now and not talk about these rituals and stuff now that you're not full of spice.
Yeah,
Would you prefer us not to do the ritual? It's going to buy you some time. Very well, we will not perform the ritual at your own risk of a terrible fate.
You don't have to do the ritual on her. You can do the ritual on me still. I think that's fine.
What?
If I outlive you, I can probably get you help.
What if they turn you into a bot with a meat suit or something?
Well, it'll be perfect because if they turn me into a bot, it'll be your responsibility to save me.
What?
Yeah, come on. And then if you die first, I'll try to save you. I mean, I've already saved your life.
I mean,
once
snorting
before.
the spice. No one's gonna die here because of crazy bot rituals.
We've almost died like 4 times today.
How about we ease off on the dying? All right. Okay, so what should I call you? Dee? Can I just call you Dee?
You may call me what you please. It will matter not.
All right. Okay, so Dee sounds good. Dee, if the ritual just is something that you do to make the ship go better, and you're not going to turn us into weird bots or like...
We will not touch you or harm you in any way.
Okay, then do it.
The Simmering Entropy will take care of that.
You know, for someone who claims you don't murder people, you seem to be pretty eager about us dying.
I have no care one way or not whether you live or die. It is simply a fact.
Will your ritual unleash the simmering entropy, or will the ritual keep the simmering entropy locked in its closet before it comes out and cuts her head off with its various saws?
It's very complicated. Your mushy brain would not understand.
Hey, I am not like the rest of these humans, okay?
Your less mushy brain would not understand.
Okay, well.
Yeah, actually, I don't take offense to that. I'm feeling pretty mushy lately. Okay. You know, as long as it's something that doesn't unleash something on us, you're not like...
It might be worth pursuing.
Yeah, just do your weird bots. I didn't know bots were so weird.
DD19, is there anything else aboard this ship, anything illegal that your previous captain may have hid from you that you would like to tell us about so we can get rid of it for you?
That's a good question, Yiri.
Not that I am aware of.
Great.
The previous captain was a drug smuggler.
Yeah.
As we see. Oh, it all makes so much sense now.
Right?
Yeah. You know who's going to be really, really pissed at us right now?
Captain Hassan.
Not just Captain Hassan, but Burrow is probably putting a multi-planetary call out for our heads.
We're not that important. For all he knows, we wouldn't have even found it.
You know, 50, 60, 40, 50, 60...
Why are you saying random numbers?
I'm like holding up the spice.
Yeah.
Worth the spice here. It's probably enough to get a bounty on her head. You know, there's low levels on Mos Eisley that would travel far and wide just for 2,000 credits. me being one of them. So
So you're just saying that on top of our notoriously good luck, we now have an additional person who probably wants to kill us. Yeah. Another reason not to go back home ever again.
Another reason to get the hell out of Dodge.
Right.
Or the bantha balls out of Dodge.
They say hell in Star Wars.
Where are we going to go that... Well, I mean, you know what? He doesn't reach that far. He's just some local Mos Eisley guy. Empire reaches pretty far.
But I mean, it's Mos Eisley. Everyone works under a hut there. It's Tatooine.
Yeah.
So I mean, as long as he doesn't share with the hut, we should be fine.
You know who's got more money than Boss now? And maybe could work under or get some protection from a hut? These girls.
You're talking about Boro?
Huh?
Are you saying Boro? You're talking about...
Yeah, and who's got more money than Boro now?
Okay, we have the spice, we haven't sold it yet. Finding a seller, one, has that type of credit, two, would be willing to deal with us. It's going to be a lot harder than you think.
When are you the criminal mastermind all of a sudden? You know,
I do trading all the time.
This is true.
A lot of these smugglers wouldn't even touch spice unless they have the right relationship. They're not just going to accept two random traders to buy spice from.
It's got to give us credit to somebody. Somebody we can get protection from.
That's true. Do you think that this planet we're going to land on, we could try there, or maybe we should try another planet?
I don't know anything about Geonosis. All I know is that nobody knows anything about Geonosis.
Right. Well, we're not heading to Geonosis. We're heading to this random place that DD-19 assigned us to. So maybe we could take a look there. You can use some of your smuggler wiles and see if we can
I
find
my
a deal.
collar. I'm like, I've got wiles.
Yeah.
Okay. DD-19. Can you tell us anything about this planet we're going to?
I have not scheduled in a stop at a planet. It is a station called Avalon Station.
Avalon.
Avalon?
Avalon Station.
Alright. Have you been to Avalon Station before?
Yes, I have been to Avalon Station 247 times in the past 937 years.
Wow, you look good for an old droid. Does this station have like meeting points that your previous captains have used to make deals, or is it just a fueling station?
Mostly a fueling station, but there are other avenues there. Trading, selling, buying, but none of the criminal type. Don't get any ideas.
No, I would like you to know, DD-19, that I am a very reputable trader.
This is true. She's well known.
Mm-hmm.
The Trade Federation? No.
I've been at it for
The Trade
quite a while.
Federation.
Yeah, I'm like, what's that?
Long gone.
The guild master, you know, even knows her personally in her
Yeah.
family. Yeah.
So you'll be
I am
perfect.
so impressed.
I think I understand why my family never really dealt with droids.
Yeah, me too.
Too smart.
Too determined is probably the word I would use.
Yeah, just so weird and determined. You know, what kind of species are on this Avalon station? Mostly. What do you run into
Bots.
most?
All kinds.
It means all bots?
No, there might be a few droids there in a support
Everything
capacity.
runs on droids. Calm down.
We're going to hell. It's bot hell. Are they all like you?
No, there are none like me.
Okay.
When you say there are none like you, does that mean you're very unique?
I think you know the answer to that.
Very unique.
Yeah, just our luck. Yeah, the most unique droid in the universe is the most specially defective droid in the universe.
Who knows magical ceremonies to
Yeah.
keep a simmering entropy at bay.
Yep. All right, so let's just go to this Avalon station and see what we can find out from there.
All right.
It'll take all day. We are not sleeping.
I'm not. Don't worry, I'm not sleeping.
Well, yeah.
You know, we're floating around space in this hunk of junk. And we're gonna
But
go.
you know what? I think at one point in time, maybe the lack of adrenaline might cause me to crash, and maybe I'll fall asleep in a little corner somewhere.
So it's going to be a 18-hour jump to Avalon Station. So if you are going to refuse to sleep, you will need to make a resilience roll. You have been shot, Shannon.
Yeah.
Dari's been shot, and you've been running on adrenaline for a long time.
Yeah.
And Roji's, he's a little worse for wear, but he seems to be okay. You guys need to make resilience checks as you kind of settle in the cockpit and try to avoid going to sleep. Your difficulty is 3 because you've been shot.
Is this a test to see if I can resist going to sleep?
Yes.
Or okay.
So if we fail, we'll pass out.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yours is
Makes
2, as is Roji's.
Sorry, what was my
3.
3? Okay.
3 resilience difficulty. I'll roll for Roji.
What's my resilience?
Wow, actually, 2 successes and 2 disadvantages.
Okay.
It's gonna go so well. Oh, that's brutal. All right, so 3 failures. That's 3 failures.
3 failures. Okay, so you're like, I'm not going to go to sleep, and you fall asleep immediately.
guys, I'm not gonna be able to sleep. I'm gonna keep one eye open. Don't worry, I'll watch your back.
Right.
Roji also falls asleep
Oh.
in the cockpit. So no matter what you do to try to wake him up, they are out. Like after, like she is almost right away, and Roji's like maybe an hour or 2 later, and they just are exhausted, and you're the only one. Your eyes are kind of barely you're able to keep them open under your mask, and you can hear those 2 droids wandering around the ship talking to each other. You hear like his voice really quietly, and you hear every once in a while in a response.
I'm gonna not really move to seek them out, but I'm definitely gonna be trying to listening to at least hear their words. But I'm gonna stay with my friends and kind of watch over them.
Okay, so every once in a while you can hear them whiz by. It seems like they keep themselves busy over the 18 hours. After like 10 hours, they have just gone quiet. You don't know what they're doing. They don't show up. They're not walking around anymore. In fact, it's really quiet on the ship right now as you're hurtling through hyperspace towards Avalon Station.
I really want to know what this ritual is. I really do.
Part of me really wants to know. The part of me does not want to know.
I know.
That's really nerve-wracking. Okay, I'm gonna head to the cockpit and make sure that our heading hasn't changed at all.
Yeah, that's where you guys are right now. Is you're sitting.
Oh, we're in the cockpit
yeah.
right now.
Imagine myself in one of the chairs that kind of like rotates, and the chair just keeps spinning, kind of, and my
Right,
arms
so you would be in the captain's chair, or the pilot's chair.
pilot's chair, yeah.
Yeah, I think there's 3 seats in the front there, so you guys all have your own little station up there.
There's definitely drool going on.
All right.
I'm just like.
So it seems like there's been no changes of course. You haven't jumped out of hyperspace. In the meantime, you're just heading very slowly towards your next destination.
Okay.
Okay, this is up to me. I'm gonna actually seek out the droids because them not making a noise is making me highly uncomfortable.
Okay.
Inactive droids, they're either recharging or they're doing something like sabotaging the ship.
Okay. There's only really one place that they would be, and that's kind of in once you step down, you walk down the hallway and you step down into the main cargo area in the back. There's like a tiny quarters for like, a couple people to sleep, but they're very, very small. So you guys have just kind of gathered in the cockpit to sleep. So you walk down the hall, and you can see as you get to the top of the stairs and this like iron rod staircase that goes down into the cargo hold. You see them in the far corner, and it looks like they're just like standing there, powered down. From this distance, anyway.
I'm gonna get closer, and I'm gonna just confirm, maybe kind of eyeball them over, try to appraise their condition a little bit.
Sure. How close do you want to get to them?
Not closer than 5-6 feet.
So really close.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you know what? I'm actually... Well, he's 6 feet tall, so he'd probably have really long arms.
Yeah, he's 6.5 feet tall, yeah.
Yeah, so I would... You know what? I think I'm just going to get close enough that I'm just slightly out of his reach if his arm would stick out.
Okay. Do you want to make a perception check as you're getting closer?
Yes, I will make a perception check.
All right, go for it.
Difficulty?
2.
Okay. I have a triumph and 2 successes. successes and 3 disadvantages.
So you take 3 strain.
Okay.
As I think you healed everything else up before,
Yeah.
so you're just back up. So as you get closer, you start to like feel an immense stress kind of wash over you as you slowly creep forward. It looks like they are powered down, but you notice that there's this heavy cable as you get closer that goes from his neck to the top of the droid's head, and then it goes up to like somewhere in the rafter of the ship at the top, and you can hear this like sound happening.
It's just terrifying.
So weird.
Is this normal? Would I know anything about whether or not this is normal for droids recharging into the ship like that and connected to each other? Can I roll an education?
You can make an education, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Mechanical would be easier, but education will be a little bit more difficult.
See, I have education, I don't have mechanical,
Okay.
so...
So I'm gonna say 2 difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 2 difficulty.
Okay. Okay. 1 success.
I mean, they could be charging, but this is a very weird way to do it. The only thing that you really can think about is like these are really old droids. They also said that they like this
100 years
is
old.
their ship as well. So this ship is ancient, just like they are. So you're not exactly sure if this is normal. Like this could be a really ancient powering system, but like why they're connected together and why they're connected to the ship seems pretty strange.
I'm really starting to believe you're like, the whole ship is sentient. Yeah. Great. I think at this point I've seen enough to be thoroughly cautious and terrified of these stories. I'm going to head back to the cockpit where my friends are.
Yeah.
And just maybe watch them a little bit more closely and everything and listen carefully and just kind of try to wait out our approach to the station.
All right, so 8 hours later, you jump out of hyperspace and end up at just like a station in the middle of space. It's not an orbital station even. It's just like just floating out in the middle of nowhere. And it's not big. You would think it might be 3 stories. It's almost kind of like it looks like a top or like a triangle. And there's a whole bunch of like docking stations with like almost like long lines, and then a whole bunch of them coming off of them. You can see ships are already docked there, and there's obviously that's the fueling stations as well. And then there's 3 floors, and it gets wider at the top. And the main entrance area is probably where you do all your dealings to get your ship refueled and all that sort of thing. And then the other 2 levels would be for whatever other amenities this station has. Right now, you don't know. The droids, you haven't gone back to check on them. They haven't arrived or like shown up in the 8 hours since you went and saw them last.
Yeah.
But all of you wake up feeling refreshed. You are actually really tired now. 18 hours now without sleep. You take a black days to everything you do until you rest.
And I'm just like, I wake up, I'm like, I drifted off for a second. But I'm totally keeping watch.
Right. Well, good news is, I don't think the droids did any sort of ceremony on you. Bad news is...
Like feeling for things sticking
puncture
in.
holes.
Yeah.
They didn't come up here in the cockpit, but they were doing some weird connection with the ship. Like, they were all connected to each other and to the ship at the same time. So, it was weird. And I didn't really...
There's something definitely weird going on.
Definitely with the ship.
Yeah.
But the next important question is, does anyone know how to dock a ship? Because I don't. Raji, do you know anything about this?
Roji just kind of shrugged. He's like, I'm surprised I got us out of there. I've never flown a ship before.
Fantastic. Okay.
Alright, okay. I did the simulation at the academy.
Perfect. You can take
that doesn't mean I know how to do it. Alright, okay, I'll try, okay?
Probably
I feel a little rested, even though I just closed my eyes for a second, right? So.
Yeah, it was not a second, but okay.
Alright, okay, I'll try.
Alright, so you start to get towards Avalon Station, and you can make a piloting check. As you start to gain, close the gap, you're within probably a couple 100 kilometers, you get a comm on your ship. It's a beacon that's sent out that automatically comms your ship when you come within a certain range.
Okay, I'm gonna reply or listen to it.
Alright, so it's a voice only. And it says, approaching vessel, we don't have year 1 registration. Can you please send your ship identification over to us, and we need to know how long you'll be staying and if you'll be needing any refueling while visiting Avalon Station today.
Hi, yes, this is Ship Waite. We're 249. We are requesting docking clearance. Yes, we would need some refueling. We're a trader ship on our way to the Geonosis area to
Deliver supplies.
pick up supplies.
Sure.
Okay, it seems like you might be at odds with what you're doing, but it's not my business.
It's been a long haul.
Don't really care where you're going, Captain. Just need to know exactly if you need fueling and how long you plan to be staying here.
Oh, just the time of refueling. Do you have any food for humanoids on your station?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Just time to refuel. Or
All right,
belt.
so there will be a 35 credit docking fee, and then of course the cost of the fuel will be assessed at the time of refueling. And
How much credits do we have? 200. Oh no, we gave you.
Captain, it seems that you might be a little bit new at this, but just saying what the designation ship doesn't work like that. I need you to actually send us the information of your ship that'll be registered in the system on your ship. Thank you.
You have to transmit the ship's ID.
That's correct.
Oh yes. Sorry, I am new at this. I'm quite a crackshot pilot, but my friend here is a trade is part of the trade guild, and she knows more about these things.
Send the coordinates, please.
All right. Okay. Wow. And I turn off the call. I'm like, I'm really mad at that. Okay.
I thought you would be better.
I don't know. I'm good at sounding official, but I don't know this stuff.
Yeah.
That's All right.
Do you know how to transmit that?
No.
You can make a computer's check.
So again, no.
You can try to figure it out. Just you know how you don't get an upgrade, but the difficulty's one.
Intellect based. That's your thing more.
I mean, I could make an attempt.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do intellect. Oh, we have to do black dice.
Yes.
Oh shit.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect. I will attempt it. Transmitting.
I should have probably told him that's my nickname for the ship.
Right. Well, great. Now he thinks that when we transmit the ship's ID, it could come out as a lie. Or not. But we'll see.
He's just gonna think I'm a noob.
Difficulty?
1.
Right.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you get?
So, 4 successes
wow.
and 1 disadvantage.
Yeah, even with being kind of overtired, you figure out pretty quickly it's not that difficult. There is a ship registry that you literally will just send through a communication array to Avalon Station. So do you do it?
I do it.
All right, so it plops up, and you get another comm because you hung up on the guy apparently.
I'm just
So
like,
it's beeping.
Okay, sorry, I'm new. I pressed the wrong button there. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Well, now that you've sent the registration, we actually do have the ship on file. Actually, the ship's been here quite a few times. Hopefully, you're not running a scrambler. Ships, stations like us, we do frown on that sort of behavior. It's usually an indicator of some kind of illegal activity.
Scrambler, sir? What exactly is that?
Very funny. Anyway, your ship is a. I know you said some strange name, but we have you here on file as this is called the Starburst.
Oh, okay. Well, that's my nickname for it. So, all the Starbursts.
We're not a fan of the name Starburst.
Yeah.
We're looking into changing it in official records.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Very well. Once you transfer that 35 credit fee, we can set you a docking number and have you parked up as soon as possible.
Oh, okay. How much was that again?
That was 35 credits. Yep.
Okay, and then I look over at Dirty, and I'm just like a Roji, and I'm like,
I don't have credits.
you have 60 credits. We gave you.
That's right. We gave you 60 credits.
You're part of the team.
I spent that money.
How did you already spend it?
You're running from people. How did you?
I have debts. All right.
Okay. Well, you're not going to be in charge of our money at all.
No.
How much do you have?
Oh well, we got 150 between us.
Well,
we only got 140 between us actually.
Right. Okay. So let's use that. Let's pool those resources and use that 140 from the job.
Okay.
Give them the 35.
So you send the 35 credits over, and you get a comm where he's like, "All right, yep. So we'll give you coordinates, and you can fly your ship in. It's docking base 17, and we will have some guys take you in.
Okay, perfect.
All right, so you can go ahead and make a space piloting space roll.
Alrighty. What's my difficulty?
1. You're just docking a ship. Shouldn't be too difficult.
Shouldn't be.
Shouldn't be.
So just 2 advantages.
So no successes.
No successes.
Great.
All right, so you bring the ship in, and luckily you do manage to slow yourself down enough that as you go into one of these long tunnels, the ship just kind of slowly scrapes along the top, just and after a couple seconds, you slowly level it out and bring it in. There's a guy that's kind of waving you in, and you settle the ship down with a big thunk, and you guys have landed in Adlin Station.
Like, I did it, guys.
Roger's like, it's debatable.
Great. I think maybe next time I should fly.
So the ship takes 1 damage
Oh.
from you scraping it like that.
Where did I put that? Damn it.
Yeah, the more at the rate we're going with this ship, we pretty much won't have a ship.
What part of the ship took damage?
The hull trauma.
Oh, because we had 2 already,
Yep.
so we're gonna have
3.
3. Poor ship. The way you described the station, I feel like I'm going to the Fear Agent right now, the comic. The first one.
Don't know the reference. I know the comic, but I don't remember that.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so you guys land, and what do you do?
I'm gonna go take the moment to kind of peer at the droids from afar, see if they've woken up from their recharging, and if they've noticed that we landed.
All right, so you're going to go to the back, to the top of that stair raised up walkway to look
I'm
down on
gonna
them?
peer at them safely from a distance.
All right, so you go there, and they're not there.
Dari?
Yeah.
Dari, our droids are gone.
Oh God. They're probably
Would they already have disembarked? Is it open? Is the ship open?
Nope. You guys have just landed. You haven't opened up the back yet.
D19? Quinn? You guys around here somewhere?
they're probably like unchaining the murder bot as we speak from
So there's no response right now. Do you
Bot
guys want to make a
coffin.
perception check?
I want to do a perception check,
Okay,
yeah.
your difficulty is 3.
Perception. Okay, I have 2 successes and 1 disadvantage.
Okay. All right.
Alright. So 2 advantages or 2 successes.
All right. So both of you notice it for whatever reason. Maybe just you're really tired. So they're not where they were before.
Mm-hmm.
But you kind of just like looking around, exactly where they were before in the corner of the ship, where they were cabled in. You see that they are up in the ceiling, cabled into the ceiling itself together. They're wrapped up in all these black cables. You take a strain from that.
Both of us? Take a strain?
No, you don't take it. Just Yuri. You notice it as well, but
I'm just like, what the? These things are so defective.